This morning's breakfast Bible Bites will cover a slight ditty, Preaching the Best Sermon. Before we turn to Psalm 72 in tomorrow's breakfast Bible Bites and pick up where we left off before we diverted to Psalm 69, let me offer these two gems from Proverbs 17:27. He who restrains his words has knowledge, and he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. A member of a certain church who had previously been attending services regularly stopped going. After a few weeks, the pastor decided to visit him. It was a chilly evening. The pastor found the man at home sitting before a blazing fire. Guessing the reason for the pastor's visit, the man welcomed him in and led him to a comfortable chair near the fireplace and waited. The pastor made himself at home but said nothing. In the grave silence, he contemplated the dance of the flames around the burning logs. After some moments, the pastor took the fire tongs and carefully picked up a brightly burning ember and placed it to one side of the hearth, all alone. Then he went back to his chair and sat silently. The host watched all this in quiet contemplation as the one lone ember flickered and diminished in flame. There was a momentary glow, and then it was dead. Not a word had been spoken since the initial greeting. The pastor glanced at his watch and realized it was time to leave. He slowly stood up, picked up the cold, dead ember, and placed it back in the middle of the fire. Immediately it began to glow once more with the light and warmth of the burning coals around it. As the pastor reached the door to leave, his host said with a tear running down his cheek, "Thank you so much for your visit, and especially for the fiery sermon. I'll be back in church next Sunday." We live in a world which tries to say too much with too little. Consequently, few listen. Sometimes the best sermons are the ones left unspoken. As the proverb said, he who restrains his words has knowledge, and he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. My thoughts? The best sermon that anyone can give is often quietly walked out in the gospel of Jesus Christ as we go about our daily business. We do this so that others may see the fruit of his Spirit that is within us, that we may create a desire in others to inquire about the source of our new disposition.